Beautiful divine masculine. And feminine darlings. I don't plan to be here for too long. But I did just finish up a dance session. So let's do a little reading, shall we? All right, I ignored it the first time and a half, but there's a karmic who says, there's no way you just danced in that outfit. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. It's not like I didn't record almost an hour's worth of footage or anything. But okay. Weirdo, and why do you care? You're wrong. But also, why do you care? It's weird. Why do you have to be so hot? Why do you have to be so jealous? Ask better questions. Or better yet, go away and stay gone. Thank you. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Right off. Volume off on you. Speaking of. I'm getting ready to make a tomato sandwich and also do my nails and go to bed. Exactly. Bitch, don't kill my vibe, you skunky person. And you know what, actually? Speaking of the skunk, there was a person today I picked up who was stalking my social media. This is a local, and this is somebody I called out a few weeks ago for their skunk hair. That was not the thing I called out. It just was a thing that I noticed recently. But this particular person has been not a nice person, toxic. They should have nothing to do with me. They shouldn't be on my social media. This is somebody who ganged up against me with a domestic abuser. This is somebody who lied to a judge to try to dodge accountability for what they did and scapegoat and point fingers at victims. This is somebody who complained that they were concerned that their kids might be taken away from them and their careers might be ruined if people figure out what they did to me, which was targeting my children and my career. In other words, they complained to a judge that they're afraid they're going to get karma and Uno reverse for what they did to me, which is precisely what's happening. Why are you still stalking me? Okay, so there's that. Now, this morning, I posted one of my videos. It was the Captain America video. And I was picking up this particular karmic female who's been stalking me. And she posted a video years ago that had the song Rack City Bitch on it. So I posted something about, like, you can keep your Rack City. Stay off my social media. Shoo shoo. It's that. I wish I... No, you can't come back. I'm sorry, I picked the wrong... I don't want your fake apologies. Go away. And even if you claim that they're real, the damage is done. Stay gone. 444. I used to watch your daughter. I'll never trust you around my family or my children. Curiouser and curiouser. I think it's weird that you're here. discovery, inquiry, weirdness. It's weird, right? Exactly. It's weird that you're here. Like, why? Why do you care? Don't kill my vibe. Wake up. You need to grow up. We see you. The unknown, descent, momentum, and change. No, you can't sit with me or my group. Changed in the night. You've changed quickly. Exactly. I'm picking up something, another thing, okay? I posted a Brittany Cosmic Intuitive Wifey video the other day, and I mentioned something about how my middle name is also Brittany, and it's actually spelled the same way that she spells her name, which is not always common. And I'm picking up that this karmic, there's a karmic female who also has an association to the name Brittany, and they're trying to latch on to my collective of people because of something as superficial as a name. Now, while I noticed that Brittany Cosmic Intuitive Wifey and I share the spelling of a name and the name, it goes way beyond that. She's a real reader, and she often picks up what's going on. And I resonate with her and that on those things. I do not resonate with this karmic female. So we might share the same name, karmic female, on one note or another, but there's nothing else. One thing I like about me is I'm nothing like you, and I will never be. Someone who loves how it sounds when they speak, but you're not telling the truth. You're just being mean. Strange encounters. It's weird. I think it's so weird that you decided that follow the white rabbit trying to stalk me still was the best. I just want to see what you're up to. You have got no business being here. And this is why you'll catch karma. And it's spilling over to your kids, I just saw, because you didn't know when to mind your own business. I'm getting hives. Like, you're so gross. Your energy's so gross, dude. You're gross. You're gross. When your energy is so repulsive that I start to get a physiological allergic reaction to you, you need to go. Brittany. How shamefully embarrassing for you. Lotion under my nails now. Anyway, now that that's been appropriately addressed and established, moving on. Now there's a karmic commenting on my what I'm doing. The lotion. How much do you need to rub it in? Until it's rubbed in enough not to soak into all my cards. Why do you care? Why are you still here? It's so weird. It's a better question. I have better questions for you. Ask better questions. You know? Mortality. Yeah. Okay. Not good things for these karmics. A moment's now they're regretting it. I wish I could come back. You can't. They're regretting their choices. Now they're uncertain as to whether that was the right call. We're all mad here. I made a mistake. No, you tried to persecute somebody because you're nuts. For starters, you tried to scare people. This is somebody who was involved with stealing my mail to manipulate situations, okay? There's a reason that Mami Wata picked up a bunch of stuff of Mami Wata Tarot about the court cases and people lying and manipulating things. Revenge protection orders fall into that category. Mail fraud and theft, more specifically, so that people aren't getting court paperwork to tell them what court dates to show up to, or medical information or financial information that comes through the mail. Yeah, skunky. You stink. Your spirit is ugly. Messages for a rabbit, and that's the truth. Yeah, see, we're moving on. Finally a peace where the past I regret. It's all in the golden afternoon. We're moving on. Covering up errors. Yeah, that's what they tried to do. When called out for what they did and what they were involved with, they decided to spin a cover story. And complained, like I said, complained to a judge. How they were concerned that the truth about them targeting someone's kids and job was going to cost them their job and access to their kids. So what they were complaining about, when you break that down, is that they were worried they were going to get karma and the universe was going to hand them exactly what they did to someone else and their kids. Divine Masculine says, well, isn't that what they deserve? Precisely. So why are they fighting it? And then trying to cover it up, and then at that, after both of those things, claim that they're even halfway decent people. Publicly, let alone in a court of law. Ew. Be a leader, show others the way. This is how it's done. Yeah, see, can't compete where you don't compare. These are people who also tried to compete with me and copy me. Also, this particular person stole oracle cards from me out of my backpack. 2 decks. One of them was an archangel deck. So imagine the karma from that. And then trying to compete and compare with a real spiritualist after. Ooh! And you want to try to read cards and figure out what to do with your life based on a stolen deck of oracle cards advice while you're calling on angels with an angel deck that you stole from one. Good karma for you, huh? And I don't mean good karma as in dharma. I mean good luck with that hefty amount of karma that is weighing heavily on you, because I can tell. And it's not about to let up anytime soon. Because neither did you. You ganged up with very violent, awful people, and that's your choice. That's your character statement. Your time is up. Brett. Follow your own good advice. Yeah. You want to try to copy and compete. Copy me and take my place. I would never do the things that you're doing. You failed at trying to be me. You try to copy what I do. I would never do what you're doing. Your true colors showed, bitch. And they're really ugly. Like a muddy diaper colored green-brown. Anyway. Skunky, let's clear this energy out. Because I know where it's coming from. 1422. Now that was a valid, stern response. It was very scorpionic. But we're not going to stay there. Oh, and by the way, the scorpionic response was valid because the person doing this, and also who stole the cards, Cancerian, water sign. I hear you mess with the bull, you get the horns. You mess with the scorpion, you get the stinger. I ISIS, honey. I have a whole team of them. And they're not very thrilled with these karmics. Thank you. Here, how did you level up so fast? You're a badass. That's hilarious. Anything else? No, just move forward. Here, turn your face towards the sun and let the shadows fall behind you. It's Rihanna. They're in trouble, these karmics. Good idea. Speaking of archangels. That's a good idea. Oh, that's clever. Why don't we do that, shall we? Foolish. You are foolish. And I outrank you. Learn something new, precisely. Well, you learned that I replaced that deck that you stole. 1702. And that nothing that you sent stuck because there's too much self-love and respect. So that Uno reverse, well, that backfired on them, didn't it? And that whole thing where they tried to compete where they don't compare, they tried to compete and run amok and cause, no, we don't do those things. You're trying to compete with and copy people who would never do what you're doing, so you failed. Karmics. Make a wish, it's in reverse. They're stuck and it hit the deck, so extra emphasis on that. Because they were ungrateful for what they had and they were too busy trying to snatch and steal from and siphon up from other people. These were not good people. This was not a motherly figure or a good person. This was not a prayerful person. This is not somebody who should have been playing with oracle cards, let alone trying to read on their life or anybody else's with a stolen deck of archangel cards. But she did exactly that. Guess who just came out to play? Archangel Michael. Hi, Bro, I love you. Guess who else is here? Yeah, well, he's got his whole deck, his own deck right here. I love you, buddy. You ready? Have confidence. Positive thoughts create positive things. Yeah, I said, like I said, bitch, don't kill my vibe. I was just in a great mood, and I've got video evidence of it. You need to go, little weirdo. Favorable outcome, but not for these karmics, for the light workers who stayed elevated and continue to move forward. Yep, your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Tell me about the whole thing where she stole this deck of oracle cards. Yeah, that was a no-no. She's getting karma for that. Yeah, keep your eyes focused on your intended target. She didn't. She was misguided and grifty. A thief. And that's why, because you got no confidence like me. You only want to run around those streets. You are for the streets. Karmic. 1922, self-respect. Right. I have too much self-respect and discipline to deal with your shenanigans. That is a hell no. Thank you very much. Why did we do that? Because you thought you'd get away with it. You thought you wouldn't get caught. You thought you gained something positive from it. Thought it looked like a fun idea while it lasted. You thought wrong. And I'm not sorry to burst your delusional little bubble, you mean girl. Next. Now, let me be clear, especially given the tone of my voice right now, even though it's absolutely warranted, given the circumstance and all of the crap I just broke down, which is just a bare, tiny summary of a lot worse stuff. She thinks I'm being mean. No, I'm being stern. It's a boundary, not a grudge. You've still been stalking my social media, meaning you've still been playing around in my energy after ganging up with people involved with holding my child hostage. What do you have to say for yourself? Just kidding, I don't want to hear it. Nothing you say is relevant or credible. Nothing you say is valid. You don't have any excuse or justification. Stay gone. You picked what you picked, right? You picked what you picked. You picked pedophiles and rapists and domestic abusers. Have enough self-respect to stand on that piss poor choice, Brittany. I heard that. Oh, and happy divorce. You know what? That makes sense. Because I picked up a day or two ago. I'm not even going to get into that. Yeah, actually, I am being called to drop it all. Karmic female's husband has been lurking on me. Why? He realizes he picked a karmic female and he's bummed out. And even if it's not a, hey, I picked a karmic female and I like you, although I do know for a fact that this particular person has had an infatuation with me, because when I used to dance with this so-called friend, I would notice her husband watching me and not her. I thought it was weird. It made me uncomfortable, and so I would stop pretty quickly. Anyway, no, wasn't interested. Wasn't going to entertain that. Girl's girl, comparatively speaking, certainly to people that she was used to dealing with, which some of them slept with her husband. In fact, the people that she chose to try to click in with as cool, popular, mean girls, yeah, those are the same ones that bullied me in high school. So they bullied me in high school, and they went behind her back and fucked her husband, but she wanted to pick on me? I was the one friend and ally she would have had. Brittany. Stay gone. You are beneath me. Your behaviors and your personality and your character statements put that ranking on you. That's your identifier. It's just not a good one. It's based on the reality, not the facade that you tried to spin for the public or gaslight yourself to believe. I'm not confused. You are. Thank you. So there's that. Do I wish bad things for people? No. And also, do I want those people? No. And even if it wasn't husband doesn't want the karmic anymore, he's attracted to divine feminine, which neither here nor there, wouldn't even be an option even if he was. It's not even just that, or not even that at all, that I was picking up. It was more of oh geez, I misjudged this person. I picked all the people that were beneath this person. I picked all the people that were bullying this person. I chose to be a bully with these people. I chose to be an op. And they're realizing that they were wrong in judging the target as well as their behaviors resultantly, and their choice to enable other people's. And so if that's what a karmic female's husband is thinking about after he chose to gang up on divine feminine with all those people, imagine what he's thinking about his wife. Probably not great things, since he was watching me dance anyway instead of her. No, I don't say those things because I'm like, oh, your husband wants me. No. but I see it for what it is. I see where her insecurities and her issues and her jealousies come from, but those were not excuses or reasons to do what she did or be like she did to me. I was the one person in that group of people, really outside of that group of people, for a reason, who had her back, would have had her back, would not have done anything weird with anybody. And if her husband had tried to make some kind of move, not only would I have blocked it, I would have immediately told her about it. Unlike her other so-called friends that she found out the hard way, fucked her husband. But she wanted to target me. She wanted to take her insecurities and her issues out on me instead of dragging her ass to therapy. Brittany. So there's that. These are people who didn't want to go to therapy. So they bullied me to the point where I go to therapy now. And that's what happens when you deal with narcissists. Empaths like me, okay? Good people, sensitive people, smart people, we often end up in therapy to get some extra support in having to deal with the people like that who refuse to go to therapy. Okay, thank you very much. Welcome to my TED Talk. So, I got it where I want it right now. Yeah, Divine Masculine. I'm picking up a couple energies. This girl's really ugly. Yeah. And she wanted to play the victim? Yeah, dude. After. Yes! After going with me while I was trying to get help and a protection order against a convicted domestic abuser, she then turned around to gang up on me with that same domestic abuser. She went to the courthouse with me while I tried to get protection for myself. And then she ganged up on me with that person and then lied with him in court. Yeah, okay. You know why I'm angry about this? Because none of that was an issue. You see, none of these people had issues with me until I either stopped giving them money or I cut them off because they were toxic. And really, those two things went hand in hand, didn't they? Thank you. Grifters. It's time to go. I don't apologize for the justifiable anger. You chose to ally with pedophilia, and that frankly pisses me the fuck off. But I can settle back down into my own energy. That's a response to pedophilia. Just like it's a response to your toxicity. But that's your energy. I'm calling you out and giving that back to you as you deserve. That's your energy. It's why I can step back into mine and take a breath and chill out. It's not mine. It's yours. Ego death, yep. And that's one of the things that I've been called to do, is speak the truth, because these karmics do need an ego death. They need a reality check to the fact that these things, these ways of being, and frankly, even convincing themselves that this is appropriate, never was. And we're all sick of their shit. Resurrection, exactly. People trying to play with water spirits and stuff, no, you're in trouble. You're not getting any compassion, not from the earthly plane or the spiritual plane. People have had enough of you. We're sick of you. You're done. Grace, because there's nothing graceful about you. And I'll see you out, fillet you alive. One more word and you won't survive. Steadily emerging with grace. Suddenly I will play my ace. I won't soothe your pain, and I won't feed your flame. Your lies are ablaze, felling any foe with my gaze. 3022. Yeah, Divine Masculine says, so this is a person who's involved with harming your daughter? Yes. He says, I understand and justify your anger. Yeah. There's that stability exactly from the king. He says, I support you. I support you in your mission for freedom. I've got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can while I can when I can for my people. So I will stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Do you hear freedom calling? You know? It's calling me to answer. I gotta keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones. Silence. I was just thinking, I'm just about ready to go, actually. In fact, manifestor clarity, yeah, because I see the truth. I'm building and adjusting, and I'm ready to go hang out, get some rest, break a fast, a little fast. This way. So, see what the ancestors have to say. And also, let's get the moon energies. I won't be here for too long. I'm going to go run through the shower. I'm still in my workout clothes. Just kind of cooling down a little bit. Speaking of Scorpio, I told you. New moon in Scorps. Don't let pride get in your way. Fiery climax approaches. It's time to take action. Personal issue reaches resolution. Confidence is your key, key to success. What's wrong with being confident? Oh, 'cause you got no confidence like me. You know? Still. And you know what? The husband of that Cancerian bully, Leo, who feels like he was wrong. He supported the wrong people. He picked the wrong team, and I was right. It's too late now. How the hell did I lose a friend that I never had heard? Nobody believes me, 'cause I made a little too much money to be 20 and sad. And I'll be fine without her, but all I do is write about her. How the hell did I lose a friend that I never had? Never had. Focus on children. What did I say? What did I say? And she was over there trying to propagate herself as a good mother while trying to tear down a real divine feminine. 1:11 here on the clock on the East Coast. Just switched. That's enough. Tune in and connect. Yeah, they were not. This is somebody who was tuned out, tapped out entirely. Take time out. And now I'm going to go chill out with myself and the cats and get some rest. Pack a bowl, make a sandwich, and chill. Precisely. I'm going to drop the mic right there. Please remember to pray. Do no harm, take no shit, and I will catch you on the next one. Namaste, darlings. Blessings.